Hello, good afternoon. This is Mr. Brain. So we are dealing with matrix, okay? My focus here is to help us to first of all be able to solve simultaneous equation, all right, using determinant of a matrix. Then we're also going to look at determinant of a 3 by 3 square matrix. Then we look at other things, okay? So let me put question on the board. Now, that's the first question. The first question says evaluate this. Okay? So this is a matrix. Now, you see this line here, this my straight line here. You know what it means? It means find the determinant. Okay? And remember, this is a 2 by 2 matrix. What makes it a 2 by 2 is because it has two rows, then two columns. You understand? Okay, let's find the determinant of the matrix. So, now the determinant of the matrix is gotten by multiplying this times this. That is 7 times 2 minus 3 times 4. Okay? That is how to get the determinant of the matrix. So what we have? We have what? 14 minus 12. And our answer is what? 2. Can you see that? That's very easy. I hope you understand. Okay? Now, we have another question. What do we have here? The question says, use determinant to solve the simultaneous equation. Okay? Now, this is our area of focus. Alright? Amongst many other things that we're going to do today. Now, I want to use determinant of matrix to solve this equation. Now, but before I use the determinant of matrix to solve this equation, I want to use another method. Alright? So there are two methods, using the determinant of the matrix and using the what do you call it? What do you call it? The inverse of matrix to solve. Okay, so let me start by using the inverse. That is a longer method. Okay, let's start using it. Now, how do you use the inverse of matrix? First of all, you transform this your equation in a matrix dimension such that when you operate the matrix, you are still going to get the same expression. So how do you do that? We create a matrix from this, from the coefficient of this equation. So what the coefficient here? 2. Then we have 2 here. Coefficient here 1. That is 1. And you see, this is our first column. Now the second column, what is here? Coefficient here is 3. So that is 3. The coefficient here is what? Minus 5. That is minus 5. Can you see that? Alright? So now the next thing is x, y. Why are you using xy? Because the first variable here is what? X. And the next variable on this column is what? Y. Can you see that? That equal to your result. Okay? Now, if you operate this matrix, you are still going to get the same expression. If you operate this matrix, you are still going to get what? The same expression. Are you getting me now? Okay, so the first thing is we are going to get our inverse of this matrix, okay? Our inverse of what? This matrix. How do you get the inverse of this matrix, okay? So the inverse of this matrix is first, let's get the determinant. We have 2 times minus 5, that's minus 10. Are you with me? Okay? Then minus 3 times 1, that is what? 3. Can you see that now? So let's go. We have minus 10 and minus 3. That would give us minus 13. Let's continue. So you've got your determinant. Now to get the inverse, alright, inverse of this matrix 2, 3, 1 minus 5 is now you're going to switch this to this. Okay, so I will have minus 5 and 2 here. So I'm bringing this one to this side. Can you see that? Then I will now multiply this by minus 1. So minus 3 and minus 1. Do you understand what I did now? I'll move this to this place, move this to this place. Then this one, I'll multiply this by minus 1. I will have minus 3. Multiply this by minus 1 and I'll have minus 1. Now, the inverse, you will now have to multiply this, sorry. This is what we call it. You now have to multiply it with what? 1 over minus 13. Okay? Alright, so this is the inverse, okay? So remember what we need, this to this place, alright, this one will come here, then you multiply this by minus what? 1. Then you now multiply by 1 over minus inverse. So therefore 1 over minus 13 is now the inverse for this matrix. Can you see that now? Now after you have done this, okay, after you have done this, remember this is the inverse. Okay, this is our inverse. Now to get the solution to this equation, we are going to multiply this side and this side by the inverse. We will pre-multiply. We have what we call pre-multiply, and then post-multiply. Pre-multiply is minus 5, minus 1, minus 3, and 2. Remember, we have 1 over 13 there, minus 1 over minus 13. Are you with me? Now, you are multiplying this with 2, 1, 3, minus 5. Okay? Then you have your x and y. Also multiply the other side by minus. Are you with me? Minus 5 and minus 3, minus 1. Then you have 2. Now, we are multiplying with what? We are multiplying with what? Our 12 and minus 7. Can you see that? Pre-multiply. Pre-multiply is that this comes before this. Okay? Post-multiply is that this one will come before this. You understand? So we are pre-multiplying. I hope you get that. I hope it's clear. So now let's multiply. Okay? Now let's multiply. You know how we multiply? This times this. Right? So let's get that. Minus 5 times 2. That is what? Minus 10. Can you see that? Plus minus 3 times 1. Can you see that? That's minus 3. Okay? That's plus minus 3. Can you see that? So that will be our first what? Our first cell. Okay? Now the next cell will be what? Now that will be this times this. Okay? So minus 5 times 3. That's minus 15. Plus minus 3 times minus 5. That will be what? Minus 15. Okay, plus 15 now, right? Minus 3 times minus 5. That will be what? That will be plus 15, right? Plus 15. Is that okay? I hope you get that. Now the next term, which is here, will be what? Now we are multiplying this to this now, okay? So this to this one now. So minus 1 times 2, that's minus 2, plus 2 times 1, that is what? 2. Can you see that? Now the next cell, okay, will be what? Now, that is this times this now. So minus 1 times 3, that's what? Minus 3. Then we now have 2 times minus 5. Can you see that? 2 times minus 5. That's what? That's what? Minus 10. Can you see that now? Right? Good. So what did you discover now? This is the cell here. Remember, we still have this one here. That is s over y. Sorry, sy. Can you see that? We still have our what? 1 over minus 13. Do you remember? 1 over minus 13. I hope you remember now. Okay, so then we now have this. You can also multiply this, okay? Let's multiply this. Let's see. Now, minus. Now, this one will give us only one cell at the first row. So, minus 5 times 12. That is minus 60. Two of us. Plus minus 3 times minus 3 times minus 7. That's what? 21. You understand now? Now the next cell is, now we are using this to multiply again now. So minus 1 times 12. That would be what? Minus 12, right? Then 2 times minus 7, that's minus 14. Can you see that now? Okay? So let's add up all this thing. Let's add up all this thing that you're seeing now. So what can you see? Okay. Okay. So let's add it up. So remember we have minus 1 over 13. Minus 10 plus minus 3. So plus times minus, that's minus 3, right? So minus 10 minus 3. So what you have here is minus 10 minus 3. Let me break it down. So the next one is what? Minus 15. This is minus 15 plus times plus. That is what? Plus 15. Can you see that? The next one, what you have here is what? Minus 2 plus 2. And this one, what you have here is what? Minus 3 minus 10. Can you see? So that's what you have now. Then you have your what? S then Y. Equal to what? Now you add this, okay? Minus 60 plus 20. What that's supposed to give us? That should be 39, right? So that's minus 39. Can you see that? Now, minus 12 minus 14. What's that supposed to give us? That's 26, right? Minus 26. Can you see that now? Minus 26. I hope you're with me. Alright, so now, minus 1 over 13. So I have minus 13 here. Can you see? Minus 10 plus minus 10 minus 13, minus 10 minus 3, that's minus 13. And this is 0. I have what? 0 here again. Minus 2 plus 2, that's 0. Then minus 3 minus 10, that's minus 13. Did you see that? Then I have S, Y. Then I have my what? Okay. Remember we have 1 over, sorry, I skipped something here. We're supposed to write it there. 1 over minus 13. Then here also, we have what? 1 over minus 13, okay? So, now, minus 1 over 13, we have minus 39, minus 26. Are you with me now? So, what we have? Now, use this minus 1 over 13 to multiply all the cells, okay? So, minus 1 over 13 times 13, what do you have? We have minus 1 over 13 times minus 13. I'm trying to make it very simple. So minus 1 over 13 times 0, that's 0. Minus 1 over 13 times 0, that's 0. Minus 1 over 13 times 3, that's minus 1 over 13 times what? Minus 13. Okay? So you still have your S, then you have your Y. I'm making it very simple so that all of you will understand. Okay? Now, use this to multiply this and this. So what you have? Minus 1 over 13 times minus 39. Then minus 1 over 13 times minus 26. Can you see that now? You can play the video over and over if you understand it, okay? So now, minus times minus, that's plus, okay? That's the first thing you are seeing there. So 13 will cancel 13, so here is 1, here is 0, here is 0. Minus times minus, that's plus. 13 will cancel 13, here is 1. Can you see now? So you have 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so you have S, then Y. Can you see that? So equal to, now, minus times minus, that's minus will cancel minus. Then 13 here 1, 13 here is 3. So here is 3. Minus cancel minus, 13 here 1, 13 here is 2. Here is 2. Can you see now? So this is what we have after everything we have done. Can you see that now? So now I want to clear this part of the board so that we'll continue from there. So now, so what we have is 1, 0, 0, 1, S, Y equal to what? 3, 2. So now, the same way, you use this to multiply this. Let's go. 1 times S, that is S, plus 0 times Y, 0. 0 times S, 0, plus 1 times Y, Y, equal to what? 3, 2. So S plus 0, X, 0 plus Y, Y. Now, did you see what we are looking for? Therefore, X is equal to 3, and Y is equal to what? 2. Did you see what we are looking for now? Right? So, this is a way of solving simultaneous equation using what? Your inverse of the matrix. Okay. Now, for the original question, say solve the simultaneous equation using determinant method, which is the second method. Okay. So this is the longer method. The other method is easier. But for my student, I prefer you do this one for me. Don't say I did not tell you. Do this longer method for me in all my assignments. Do you understand that? All right. All right, let's do the determinant method, which is a simpler method. We are using determinant method to solve this simultaneous equation. Okay? Now let's continue. So now, to use the determinant method, we'll first get our first data. Alright? Our first data is the determinant or the coefficient of this, the matrix that will be formed by this side. Okay, so we have 2, coefficient here is 1, coefficient here is 3, coefficient here is minus 5. So the determinant of this matrix, let's get that. So that will be what? 2 times minus 5 minus 10 minus 3 times 1, that's 3. So our answer is minus 13. Can you see that? That is very easy. Okay? Now, delta 1, we now get our next determinant. Delta 1 is, now, delta 1 is the determinant we'll be using to get the value for s. So we are going to isolate this s and replace it with this 12 minus 7. Okay? So you have 12 and minus 7. Then you go back to your 3 and minus 5. You understand what happened now? Just like this one. Our 2, 1, 3 minus 5. So we are replacing this 2, 1 with what? This value here, 12 minus 7. Can you see that now? Okay? So what we have? 12 times minus 5, that's what? Minus 60. Then minus 7 times 3, that will be what? Minus 21. Okay? So what is it now? Minus 60. Minus times minus plus 21. Your answer will be what? This should be 39. Okay, minus 39. Minus 39. Can you see that now? Now, the next determinant we are getting now is, this determinant will be using it to get the value for y. So, we are replacing this y, we are replacing the coefficient of this y for this in our next matrix, okay? In our next square matrix, so we have what? So we have 2 and 1. So we are replacing this 3 and minus 5 with what? 12 and minus 7. So 12 and minus 7. So what do we have now? 2 times minus 1, that's minus 2. Minus 12 times 1, that's what? 12. So what would that give you? I hope we are getting it right. Yes. Wait a minute, let me be sure. Yes, we are getting it right. Okay, we are supposed to put minus 7 here, sorry, not 1. So 2 times minus 7, that would be what? Minus 14, okay? I add this together, you have minus, that would be what? Okay, 2 times, oh, sorry. 2 times minus 7, that was minus 14. 2 times 12, that was minus 2 times 12, that was 12, okay? So add this together, you have minus 26. Can you see now? So to get the value for x, you will now go like this. Your determinant 1 divided by the first determinant, that is what? Minus 39, remember this is determinant 1, minus 39 divided by minus 13, divided by minus 13, and that will be what? 3, minus will cancel minus, you understand, that's 3. Then to get y, our y will now be what? Determinant 2 divided by determinant 1, okay? So to get that will be what? And determinant 2 is minus 26 over what? Over what? Minus 13. So when you divide, the answer is going to be what? 2. You can see the value for s is 3 and the value for y is 2. Can you see that this one is much more easier? You can see everything, I did everything in just one part on the board. Do you understand that? Okay? Now let's do another one. Now, this aspect, we want to solve determinant of what? a 3 by 3 square matrix. Okay? So how do you get the determinant of a 3 by 3 square matrix? Follow me. Now, the first step is let's bring our question here. So we have our question here. 3, 2, minus 1, 4, 1, 3, and 6, minus 1, 5. Okay? So you have, now, the first step is, take note. You're having something like plus, minus, plus here. Okay? So I'm putting plus, minus, plus. Now, what is this plus for? This plus is for this 3, and this minus is for this 4, then this is for 6. That is the first thing to know. Now, the next step is I'm going to take this my plus 3. By the time I take this my plus 3, then I will suspend this and this. What did I suspend? Everything here and everything here. So, can you see, I now have another 2 by 2 matrix. We have what? 2 by 2 matrix. So, what will I do with this plus 3? I'll take plus 3. Then I'll have my 2 by 2 matrix. 1, 3, minus 1, 5. You understand? I hope you understand. So as I'm taking this 3, I'm suspecting the row of the 3 and the column of the 3. Likewise, when I take this 4, by the time I take this 4, I will suspect the row of what? The 4 and the column of the 4. So I'll have minus 4. Then I will now have another matrix of what? 2 and minus 1. Then minus 1 and 5. You understand? I suspended this one and this other one. You understand what I'm saying? So the next one is, remember, plus 6. Plus 6. Now you can now know the answer for plus 6. So I'll suspend this and this. So what will I have? 2, 1, minus 1, 3. Can you see that now? Right? Good. Now you're going to evaluate all this. That will give you a determinant. Okay? So our determinant, will now be 3, open bracket, remember, 1 times 5, that is 5, minus 1 times 3, that's what? Minus 3. You understand, right? Then minus 4, open bracket, 2 times 5, that is 10. Then minus 1 times minus 1, that is what? 1. Okay? Then the next one, plus 6. Open bracket, 2 times 3, that's 6. Minus 1 times minus 1 times 1, that's minus 1. You understand? So you have your initial minus, okay? Alright? Good. So what we have now? 3, open bracket, minus times minus plus, so 5 plus 3, minus 4, open bracket, 10, 10 minus 1, that should be 9, plus 6, minus times minus plus, that's 6 plus what? 1. Can you see now? So what we have? 5 plus 3, that's 8. 8 times 3, 24. Minus 4 times 9, that's minus 36. Okay? Now, 6 plus 1, that is 7. 7 times 3, that's 42. Okay? So when you add this, what we have? 24, 24 plus 42. That is what? 66, right? 66 minus 30. That will be what? 30. Can you see? Our answer is 30. I hope I'm correct. Right? Good. So that is how to solve what? The matrix for what? Determinant of what? 3 by 3 matrix. Are you with me now? So we're going to use this determinant of 3 by 3 matrix to solve simultaneous equation that involves 3 variables. That's the last one for today. So look at the question. What do you use determinant to solve this simultaneous equation? You can see this is a simultaneous equation, but it has 1, 2, 3. 3 different variables. You can see x plus y plus z equal to 6. You understand what I'm talking about? Now, I'm going to use the determinant method, just one method to solve this, okay? Now, take note. Now, the first thing is that I will get my first letter. So my first letter will be the determinant of what? The variables or the coefficient of all these variables. So coefficient here is 1, coefficient here is 1, coefficient here is what? 2. Coefficient here is 1, coefficient here is minus 1, coefficient here is what? 3. Coefficient here is 1, coefficient here is 1, coefficient here is what? 1. Can you see that now? Okay? So let's get the determinant. Determinant, remember, you do your plus, minus, plus, right? So that what? Plus 1, right? Plus 1. Then you have your this, minus 1, 1, 3, and 1. So once you take this one, you suspend this row and this column. Then you form a 2 by 2 matrix with this remaining one. That is what you have here. Okay? Then you take this one, which is minus 1. Remember, minus 1. Minus 1, you suspend this first row and the second column. Then you form a matrix with your what? 2 and, 1 and 2, 1 and 1. So 1 and 2, 1 and 1. Eh? The same thing happens for the last one, plus 1. Alright? Plus 1. I'll form a matrix with, I'll suspend this and this. I'll form a matrix with what? 1 and 2, minus 1 and 3. Do you understand? Okay? So let's go. So I have 1 open bracket, minus 1 times 1. That's minus 1. Minus 3 times 1, that's what? 3. Then minus 1, open bracket, 2 times 1, that's 1. Minus 1 times 2, that's 2. Then the last one, plus 1. 1 times 3, that is what? 3. Minus, minus 1 times 2, that's what? Minus 2. Are you with me? So what do we have now? Minus 1 minus 3, that's minus 4. Okay? Minus 4 times 1, that's minus 4. 1 minus 2, that's minus 1. Minus 1 times minus 1, that is plus 1. Okay? 1 minus 2, minus 1, minus 1 times what? 1. Okay? Now the next one, plus, minus times minus plus. So 3 plus 2, that will be what? 5. 5 times 1, that is 5. You understand me now? Everything here will give you 5. 5 times 1, that is 5. Are we okay? Alright, so now minus 1 plus 1, that's minus 3. Minus 3 plus 5, that's 2. Can you see? The first determinant is 2. The first determinant is what? 2. Are you with me? So let's get the next determinant, which is delta 1. So remember, this delta 1 will be used to get the value for what? X. So delta 1 is, now we are replacing all this place for S, the equation for S with what? This our 6, 2, and 11. So we have 6, 2, 11. Then you have the remaining one. This is what? 1, 1, minus 1, 1, and 3, 1. 3, 1. Okay? So let's get the determinant for this. So remember, plus, minus, plus. Okay? So that is what? So plus 6. When you take plus 6, you suspend this and this. So you have this one. So plus 6, I will have what? Minus 1, 1, 3, and 1. Okay? Then minus 1, I will have what? 2 and 11. 2, sorry. Minus 1, I mean, I will have 2 and 11. Then 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Okay? Then the last one, plus 1. Plus 1, I will have, plus 1, I will have what? 2 and minus 1, 11 and 3. 2 and minus 1, 11 and 3. Can you see that? So let's continue at this other part of the board. So what do you have? Now, so let's go. Delta 1 is now 6 plus 6, open bracket, minus 1 times 1. That's minus 1. Minus 1. Minus 3 times 1, that's 3. Okay? Then that minus 1, open bracket, 2 times 1, that's 2. Minus 11 times 1, that's 11. Okay? The next one, plus 2 times 3, that's plus 1, that's 2 times 3, that's 6. Minus, minus 1 times 11, that is what? Minus 1 times 11, that's what? That's what? Minus 11. Okay? Are we together? Minus 11. So what do we have now? So what do we have? 6, open bracket, minus 4, minus 1, 2 times 2 minus 11, that's minus 9, right? Plus 1, open bracket, minus and minus, plus. So 6 plus 1, that is 7. So what do you have? 6 times minus 4, that's minus 24. Minus and minus plus, that's plus 9, plus 7. Okay? 1 times 7, that's plus 7. So what do you have? Minus 24 plus, now, plus 9 plus 7, that's what? Plus 16, right? So minus 24 plus 16, so that's 24 minus 16. What do you have? That should be 8, right? Then you have your, then, so 8. So our answer is minus 8. Okay? So our answer here is minus 8. So the next one is delta 2. Remember delta 2, we are using what? We are replacing the variable of y with what? This number here. Okay, so what we have? 1, 1, 2. Eh? So we are 1, 6, 2, 11. Then you have the what? 1, 1, 1. So you replace this one with what? 6, 2, 11. I hope you understand that. So let's continue. So now I'm going to be very fast. Okay? You know how to do it. You can do it on your paper, right? Do it in your book since you already understand all the methods. So I'm going to be very fast now. So how do I do? So I have my plus minus 1 plus 1. So I'll have 1 open bracket 2 times 2. 2 minus 11 minus 6 open bracket 2 times 1. What, sorry, 1 times 1. 1 minus 2. Then the last one plus 1 open bracket 1 times 11. 2 times 2 minus 4. Can you see that? Do you see how fast I am? Hmm? So let's go. Minus 9 plus 6. That would be what? That would be 7, right? That would be 7. Okay? Right? Good. So add this, what do you have? This plus this, 6 plus 7, that will give you what? 13. Minus 9 plus 13, that's what? 4, right? 4. So that's delta 3 is what? 4. That's delta 3. I'm going to be passing delta 3 also because of time. So let's go. So I'm replacing the last variable, the last coefficient of z with what? 6, 2, 11. So what do we have now? 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, okay? 1 minus 1, 3, and 6, 2, 11. So what would that give me now? So remember plus, minus, plus, okay? So I'm going to be fast, you know. So I'll have 1 open bracket plus 1 open bracket minus 1 times 11 minus 11 minus 2 times 3 is 6. The last one minus 1 open bracket 1 times 11 11 minus 2 times 2 4. Okay? Then the last one plus 6 open bracket 1 times 3 3 minus 1 times minus 2, that's minus 2. Okay, so simplify, you have what? Minus 11 minus 6, that's minus 17. 11 minus 4, that is 7. 7 times 1, minus 7. 7 times minus 1, minus 7. Minus times minus plus. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 times 6, that is 30. So when you add this, eh? When you add this, what you have? This is minus 24, right? Minus 24 plus 30. Minus 24 plus 30, that's what? That's what? 6. Is that not? Minus 24 plus 30, that's 6. So therefore, our S is what? Delta 1 over the normal delta. So this is our delta, and this is delta 1. Delta 1 is what? What do you get from delta 1? Minus 8. Minus 8 divided by delta. Our delta is what? 2. So minus 8 divided by 2, our answer is what? Minus 4. So the value for S is 4. Then for Y is delta 2 divided by delta. So delta 2 is what? 4. 4 divided by 4 divided by 2, that's what? 2. Can you see that? Right? So delta Z is delta 3 over delta. So delta 3 is what? 6. 6 divided by 2 is what? 3. So therefore, X, Y, Z is what? Minus 4, 2, and 3. I hope you understand.